Today, we talk about...
You never got any physical symptoms?
No. I went to this concussion management clinic, and they gave me a bunch of tests, and they give you a symptom score at the end of it. And what they told most people, symptom score, the lower the better, 0 to 5. Immediately after a concussion, they said someone would be at a 20 to 25. I was almost a 70. It wasn't like a few days or weeks. The woman comes out immediately, like, go to the ER right now.
Right.
They like put me in they put me in a waiting room, and there was another guy there, and they were like, no, go to the other waiting room next door. And I remember thinking, what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
The fast pass to Disneyland.
And they wanted me in a room alone to tell me, go to the ER right now. We don't know what this is, but it's huge, and you should get this checked out.
That's how I always want to be treated at an ER, but not for that reason.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I've been talking about it on stage, and I've been telling, like, yeah, we got to the ER, and it's packed, and they, like, brought me in ahead of everyone, and we were like, nice, we don't have to wait.
Right,
I'm thinking I'm skipping the line, and my dad's the whole time like, this is not good news, Matt.
Do you remember the last shit you took before you went under?
That's fun. I specifically do.
That's all I'm thinking about.
I've been telling the story since, because right before the surgery, before they wheeled me into the operating room, I had to take a shit.
Oh, really?
And I asked the nurse, I'm like, it's not an emergency. And she goes, you don't want to try and hold it right now.
Right.
Like, you're about to go in and be
Right.
out for the next 3-4 hours. Ended up being over 7 hours with that. Yeah.
The shit or?
No, the surgery. Well, yeah, because they told me afterwards, they told me because it had bled so much, they had to operate on different parts of the thing before extracting it so it wouldn't bleed more.
Right.
And it was also, they said, really stuck in there and right near my brainstem. So it took like over twice as long as it should have. But at this point, it's almost like they're bragging. Like, before they wouldn't say it. Now they're just kind of like, you should be dead, but I'm so good at my job.
Well, it's easier to be bragging when the operation's done.
Yeah. But it ended up being a lot riskier than they thought. But so I took the shit right before the surgery.
So were you nervous when you're on that toilet? Are you nervous how hard you're squeezing? Because like I would be terrified.
Not until so before the surgery, I took the shit and I felt fine. But then after, one of the big things is they want to see what your stool looks like after brain surgery.
Oh, wow.
But because I had just gone before, I didn't really have to go. They gave me stool softeners because they didn't want me to have to squeeze, which I thought if I had to squeeze, is my head going to explode? It's just been like stapled together.
Do you go into comedian mode and just go to Chipotle before that because you know they're going to study it? You just eat the worst stuff.
I did go into comedian mode. I posted on Facebook that I was worried I was going to look at the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah, I'm surprised you wouldn't use it to like get more books fast. Like, hey guys, I may not be around too much longer. I need
the sympathy.
Yeah. Well, since the surgery, I've been doing everything I can to get all the sympathy with my Facebook posts.
Right. You're just milking those photos. The problem is that you made such a recovery. Like I saw you just now, and I was shocked because I had seen photos of you on Facebook. And photos from the hospital, and you looked scary. I mean, it was sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was upsetting.
I lost a lot of weight immediately. I'm still not as big as I was, but I'm like,
no, but you look
I'm
healthy now.
Good.
Yeah, you look really healthy.
They said physically the recovery wouldn't be that bad because I am still young for someone who's had brain surgery.
Right.
But yeah, so the first shit I ended up taking after the surgery, because they gave me stool softeners, but I was also on like Oxy and painkillers, which constipate you.
Right.
So I didn't really have to shit. And so they just kept giving me stool softeners like every few hours. So when I finally had to shit, it was like nonstop.
Right.
And I couldn't really turn my head. So I felt fine before the surgery. And then within a couple weeks after, I was pretty much getting back to normal. But the week or so after, I couldn't turn my head for the first couple days. It was like walking with a walker after the first couple days. So I had to use a bedpan because I couldn't get up on my own. And I had to give them the bedpan to empty and then bring back because I wasn't done yet because I'd taken so many stool softeners.
Oh, God.
They switched. The overnight nurse came in when I was done because I was shitting so long. They switched shifts.
But as a roast comic, after something like this happens and you have all your comedy friends, are you just getting bombarded with like shitty, like funny but shitty like texts and like breaking your balls broken?
Of course. The first day back at Fight Club, someone was roasting Chris Lamadou's a big black guy, and the person roasted said the last time I saw a mask this fat and black was being pulled out of Matt Maran's brain.
That's hilarious.
I think almost every week someone says you should have died in the hospital at the show. But that's what I want. I was making jokes about it too the whole time.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to be thinking about like having a brain tumor? It's like, of course I'm going to be joking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I find like I do that a lot when I go to a doctor for whatever fucking reason. Like if I think that just to relieve the tension, I'm making jokes, and this son of a bitch is looking at me like, you know how serious this is? I'm like, I know you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why I'm making jokes, asshole.
Yeah, I was cracking. So right after the surgery, I had a catheter in, and they told me I had to go to an MRI the next day, but it was before the catheter was out. And I remember there was the two nurses just there telling me, and I just said, I was like, the MRIs are painful enough without a tube in my dick, and the nurses like laugh, but then kind of like put their hand on that. They're not supposed to laugh, but part of me was like, "This is my room. I can curse. I can say whatever I want. You're not going to tell me not to joke around when I just had a giant thing pulled out of my head."
Yeah, I find it refreshing when patients joke around.
Yeah,
especially as they're like recovering from whatever, because it's almost like a popular thought between doctors, like, oh, at least he's cracking jokes. That's a good sign. You know, it's like a high performance functioning activity that really shows. Plus, it's entertaining.